Irish accent.
Oh,
There we go.
it's happening.
Yeah. Lost it.
That was good. Try again.
Welcome everybody to Bad Potato Salad, a very special episode of Bad Potato Salad because we've been teasing it for a while, Reddit Drunk or reading Reddit Drunk. It's our St. Patrick's Day episode, so I guess it wouldn't even make sense to start it like this. We have to start like this.
Yeah. That's me playing off camera.
Alana, I feel like you would know how to do Irish dancing.
Oh, so it's so crazy you said that.
Funny
So
you
my
should
dad made
mention.
us go to the Irish Scottish festivals every year, and I loved it. And I would watch the Irish tap dancers, and
Yeah.
I said every single year, I want to do that, I want to do that, I want to do that, and I
You
never
want to
did
do
it.
what? You want to do?
Irish tap dancing. Irish dancing.
Our nieces were competitive Irish dancers.
I wanted to do
Like
it
for
so badly.
for a long time, and they were so good, and they did
Yeah.
it forever, and it is. And
It
I
was
learned
awesome. Yeah, they would do it at the beach. They would always like
Time out.
what.
If you're here right now, welcome to Bad Potato Salad.
We
This is
started.
the podcast. We have been drinking. This is how this podcast is going to work. If you're first time here, we're sorry that you're seeing this episode first. Go back and watch a different episode first. Here's what happens. Mike and I are professional comedians. We travel around the country professionally.
This one time
and
we were on
This one's going to be a
vacation.
little bit weird. We travel around the country professionally doing jokes to strangers for money. When we're not doing that, we take time out of our day to judge strangers on the internet. Our beautiful wives read us 2 headlines they find across Reddit. Mike and I choose which one we think will be the funniest to blind react to based off the headline alone, and then we blind react to that. You can judge people with this right here in the comments. Please rate, review, and subscribe anywhere podcasts are available. I'm running out of breath. That's Mike
Oh
Travers.
yeah, that was a lot. I don't have
know.
anything
Yeah.
to say to that. Happy
Cheers.
St. Patrick's
Drink your
Day.
Irish
Cheers.
whiskey.
Yeah, St. Patrick's Day is a big deal in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Very,
It is.
very
Yes.
big holiday here.
Yeah. And this is our beautiful wives who read us the stories, Kendall and Alana.
Hello.
Hello.
And welcome to our St. Patrick's Day episode.
Yeah. Are either of you Irish?
I am a
Yeah,
little under half Irish.
under half Irish.
I don't know my percentages because I'm Scottish.
Okay, that's fair.
Ooh,
That's
I can hear.
fair.
I can hear it
Yeah.
in your voice.
That was
Not
your
gonna try-
best accent yet.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you. I'm not gonna- They're all bad.
Do Scottish again. That was
Is
surprising.
there a Scottish day?
I don't know what's.
Scottish?
Yeah, like I have
They
a
invented
tartan.
golf.
Ooh.
They invented golf.
They did. Am I right?
I think so.
She is
You're
right.
so smart. I like that Mike's Google.
I have a
Google
degree in
fact
golf
check.
management. She knew that. That's not good. It's not good. Kick us off with 2 stories.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're starting with some St. Patrick's Day.
I think we should cheers before each story.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we
Cheers.
definitely should.
Salute
Cheers.
day.
We're forcing Alana to drink.
There we go. Cheers.
Forcing
Yay.
for legalities, not forcing her. It's consensual.
It is.
She signed an agreement.
Yeah, she signed an agreement.
I don't know. It was pretty forced before you guys
No,
got here.
you signed a marriage license.
You're married.
You signed a marriage
Hey,
license.
your name just changed, woman.
Yeah.
You don't get
Yeah,
to
I went from my Irish name.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't love that. Yeah, you should have kept yours.
Oh, really?
Should've
Because
kept
O.
Irish
Knopfsnyder's not Irish?
Did you say "Oh, Knob Snyder"?
Yeah, you should have. You should have. You should have.
Yes, my last name was Lynn.
Yeah.
Lynn.
Derek
which is
Lynn sounds like
Gaelic.
a comedian or a porn star. Derek
both.
Lynn.
All right.
Derek.
Am I the asshole for not inviting my friend for a girls' St. Patrick's Day trip? Or am I the asshole for not letting my son believe that leprechauns are real?
Yeah, let's do.
You want to do that one?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do.
I think we have to do
We
that.
have to. It's
I
St.
think
Patrick's
it's
Day.
Well,
actually.
the other one's St. Patrick's Day, too.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
just
but
like
this
a
one's
party.
Yeah.
pretty.
So this is about a leprechaun, Derek.
This is about a
I
leprechaun.
think leprechauns are real.
You think they're real?
You know,
I also believe in fairies.
really?
Like legit?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Leprechauns?
Leprechauns, Lana?
Wait,
Oh, no.
wait,
That would not have happened
Yeah.
a drink ago.
I
yeah.
really thought about it.
Wait,
It's
here-
like, I don't know.
Wait, real quick though, when we were in Maui this year, me and Kendall were like driving the road to Hana, like in that area. We were kind of coming back from it and saw like a rainbow, like in just the most beautiful. It was our last night in Maui, most beautiful rainbow ever. And so we drove towards it and ended up driving through a rainbow.
It was
I never had that experience before. It was
never.
crazy.
That's cool.
It
That's
was
a,
Yeah,
magic.
Kendall blew a leprechaun. Like that, and yeah,
Where's the pot of gold?
it wasn't a pot of gold though. It was.
It was a pot of something else. It was
Yeah,
not
it was
great.
a lot.
It's just so much.
Yeah.
Irish coffee.
Because they're not big. They're not big. They're not big people.
Irish coffee.
Okay, go
Let's
ahead.
go.
Am I the asshole for not letting my son believe leprechauns are real?
Okay.
Me and my husband and I are
Spoiler, they're not real.
My husband and I are Protestants, and this is how we chose to raise our son, 6 male. We do Santa and the Easter bunnies since they are a part of Christian holidays, and we make exceptions for the Tooth Fairy since it's part of childhood in general.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Let me pause and say one thing.
Wow.
So much of what this person says in here
This person's your mom.
is well, okay, now I can't say what I was going to say.
This is Kendall's upbringing, yeah.
That's what I was going to say. So much of this is, it's interesting and also like so religious coded that I'm like, I cannot stop laughing about it.
Yeah, this next line.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
You didn't, yeah, because you didn't even
Nope,
celebrate
we'll-
Christmas.
Nope. We'll talk. No, we
Interesting.
did Christmas. We didn't do Halloween. We'll talk about it.
Same.
Pagan.
Yeah.
Derek.
Weird.
This is why we have the same brain,
Yeah,
Derek,
probably.
honestly.
But we don't recognize Cupid on Valentine's Day because it's pagan, or Halloween,
Same.
or leprechauns because St. Patrick is a Catholic thing and leprechauns aren't real.
I thought. Oh, Cupid was a saint too. Then yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Valentine's
Yeah.
Day, I think, is Italian origin. St. Valentine?
Saint Valentine. Yeah.
We don't celebrate that one either.
I could be wrong about that. Well, last Friday, my son's school started decorating for St. Patrick's Day, and we didn't care all that much about that because it's a public school, and as long as my son doesn't really believe in the themes of the holiday, it doesn't affect us all that much.
What's the theme?
what
Drinking,
I don't
blacking
know,
out
that's what
in,
I'm wondering.
in grade school.
Leprechauns, rainbows,
Yeah.
lucky
Terrible
Krogers.
theme.
Yeah. What a horrible theme.
Yeah, why would you
You
let your
can't
kid
believe in that.
I mean,
rainbow?
have you heard the flute?
Well, his teacher apparently told the kids that on the 17th, a leprechaun would secretly visit the classroom and leave behind a small pot of
Wait,
gold.
what?
What?
Kendall will be there blowing it.
I know.
Yeah.
I brought him all the way from Hawaii
For real?
just for the class.
Yeah, she loves him.
I didn't want to confront her about this because, again, it is a public school and this is typical, but I really don't like that she's making my son believe in a lie behind my back that doesn't align with our values.
If someone made my kids believe in leprechauns, I'd be so mad.
Yeah. She said, I wouldn't want to believe in a lie behind my back. Meanwhile, she's like the Tooth Fairy.
I know.
Because
That
that
one's
aligns
different.
with my values.
I know.
And
That's
Santa.
hilarious.
And Santa.
Yeah.
And the
Whoa,
Easter
whoa,
bunny.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Is there any others?
Santa?
Santa's not real.
Santa's real.
What?
I don't think so.
So I sat him down and told him that there was no such thing as a
think it's
leprechaun,
your
and the only magic that existed was through God, and that God only created Santa and the Easter Bunny for Christian holidays, and that the only other magical being aside from them was the Tooth Fairy.
Okay, can we just, I'm sorry.
That
but like,
sentence is a lot.
That sentence
Yeah.
did me in.
Can you read that
Yeah.
again?
Yes, read it again, please.
It just summed me up in a sentence.
Okay, so I sat him down and told him that there was no such thing as a leprechaun, and the only magic that existed was through God, and that God only created Santa and the Easter Bunny for Christian holidays, and that the only other magical being aside from them was the Tooth Fairy.
I probably would have did Santa one extra year if it wasn't for the Easter Bunny. That was a way harder sell. Like when you're like, wait a minute, he's a rabbit? That's like, it's one thing to believe that guy does it.
He's a
'cause-
rabbit that hides eggs.
Right,
Rabbits
like-
don't even lay eggs.
and everyone, like, that was a really different holiday with every one of your friends because some got like a lot of gifts.
Right.
Some were like, you
Easter,
get
you
gifts on
mean?
Easter. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
You
Get
know,
a
and some
basket.
like went all in, some went like medium. Like,
Right.
wasn't like Christmas where everyone was like generally the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Easter was a weird one.
It was
Yeah.
super weird. I remember, like, because, you know, we grew up poor and also extremely religious. And then my friend's like, what'd you get in your Easter basket? I'm like, I mean, my mom got us
Tears.
Easter baskets, but it's like candy and like small
like-
stuff. My friends were getting like,
Cheese.
Yeah.
We got cheese.
Yeah, I
Candy,
got
yeah.
Yeezys and
they
I
were
got
getting like
cheese.
full size candy bars and like pagers and like
Pagers. How
electronic.
old are you?
I know, I'm 100.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You look
we
great
always
for your
got
age.
candy and like Bath and Body Works lotion or something.
Yeah, like what does that have to do with Easter?
My ex would.
Well, hold on. Derek's family is Easter at Christmas or Christmas at Easter, basically.
Yeah,
like
we
I've
get
never
gifts.
Like
seen
just
anything
as
like
many
it.
things.
Not
Yeah.
just as many things, but yeah.
Sorry, I
Like,
didn't
you
mean to
get-
interrupt
you
you.
get-
They get full on
yeah.
gifts.
I just
That
love
is-
Jim Gaffigan's joke where he was like, where they talk about like, he's like, Jesus had to be pretty bummed out to find out about Easter. Like he's like, you know, like we start the celebration on Friday, you know, the day you were crucified, and he's like, well, what was that day called? That had to be called like really, really bad Friday. Actually, it's called Good Friday.
Friday.
Who's that
that
good
is
for?
crazy.
Fast forward to earlier today, Monday, and his teacher stops me while I'm there to pick him up. And she tells me that he's now telling other kids that she lied about the leprechaun.
He's over there spreading propaganda.
That's
He's
amazing.
like, guys, you're not going to believe this. My mom knows Jesus. And she said
Leprechauns aren't real.
My kid came home and was like, Dad, you're not going to believe this. Leprechauns aren't real. I'd be so mad.
I know.
So
Like someone ruined that for him.
Yeah.
Because like that's a big thing in our family.
I agree.
I don't think I've ever believed in leprechauns, though. Even as a child, I don't think
No, I didn't know that was a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I didn't
either.
know, yeah.
I love Notre
Yeah, because
Dame.
your mom probably thought they were like the devil or
Yeah,
something.
but Mike doesn't. Mike's
I
not
love
think that.
Notre Dame, so like I always thought of leprechauns as just like that, that guy, the fighting Irish.
All right, that's
The
fair.
guy.
He had stuff going.
fighting
Yeah,
Irish
and I love Lucky Charms.
Yes, you do.
It's favorite cereal.
Are we ready for me
Yes.
to continue?
I am ready.
Okay.
We're clearly
Because now I'm stopped mid-sentence, and I don't know.
Yeah, that might be our fault. This is unhinged.
I'm
already.
loving
Sorry, we will be better the next story. Stay
Promise.
with us.
I told her that with all due respect, I'm allowed to correct my son when someone else is lying to him about mythical creatures.
She's not wrong there.
Yeah.
She can't do anything about it because we have our First Amendment rights, but she's clearly not very happy with me and thinks I should have let my son believe in this nonsense until after the end of St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
I asked 2 of my friends about it, and they both think I'm being too worried about a small holiday.
Yeah.
One of them even said that I shouldn't care since my son is not going to believe it's real anyways in a few years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your son's
Nobody
not
cares.
Son's not of drinking age.
The stakes are so low with this story
Yeah.
and with this holiday and with this
It's a
belief
weird
in
one.
leprechauns.
It's a weird one to plant your
Yeah.
flag in. I love how that she's like, it's my First Amendment right. The teacher had this been in a red state. The teacher would be like, well, this is my Second Amendment right.
Yeah.
You just offended me.
Is she the asshole?
Am I the asshole? Yeah. Basically.
Yes.
Yeah, probably. It's a weird one to dig your heels into.
It is because, okay, so I grew up in an extremely religious household, so much so that, like, during Halloween, I
Yeah.
was taken out of school.
Same. That's so weird.
We
Yeah.
I never got to dress up or trick or treat.
Right.
It was, like, not a thing. It was not allowed because that was, like, the devil's situation.
100%. Yeah.
Still is.
And let it be that.
Still is.
But like, my parents didn't, like, nitpick about the other things.
Right, same, yeah.
And I was also taught, like, we believe this, don't say it to other kids. So, like, really, you
Right.
could just tell your kid,
Yeah.
some people might believe this, don't say it to them.
Right.
Like, there's nothing wrong
We
with
don't
that.
believe that it's real. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I tell you the only time I was ever able to participate in Halloween ruined my life?
Why?
Well, because when I was in 4th grade, I wanted to be a football player for Halloween.
that's yes,
and my mom
yes.
ordered me a Jets costume, and that's ruined my life.
Amy, you've ruined
so
his
maybe
life.
she was right. Maybe
You think of every team in the
she
NFL
wasn't.
she could have chosen.
No. She ordered the costume late, and there was only like 4 teams left
Yeah.
to choose from, and I was like, "Give me the Jets."
I can't believe they even made a Jets one.
All right.
I mean, I just think it's interesting that she claims.
It's such a weird holiday to dig your heels in. You know what I mean? Like, it's such
Yeah.
like you just gotta let it go because it's just it's not even a holiday people celebrate at that age.
No.
you don't
No.
get gifts. You don't
No.
get. You know what I mean? Like. It's a holiday for college students to black out on at noon.
It's hard to like explain. I know there's some cities that like Pittsburgh.
Chicago.
It is a
Love it.
such
It's-
an enormous
Boston.
deal here.
I mean,
It's
State
such-
Patty's Day at Penn State's like the biggest
No,
event.
for sure, but but I'm saying like Pittsburgh's one of the biggest cities for it. It's just
Pittsburgh has a lot of Irish population.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just this holiday's everything. You go a lot of places they don't. It's like President's
There's
Day.
no parade.
Yeah, there's no
There's
like
no
all day
parade.
like planning of what you're gonna do, the bus you're gonna take to get down there. You know, like
Yeah.
that. It's crazy.
I just can't believe that her sentence is that God only created Santa and the Easter Bunny for Christian holidays.
wait. Is that's true?
like what?
Yeah. Well, obviously, God's like, I made Santa for my birthday.
And she's fine with the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. Yeah, because there's no harm in that. There's also no harm in leprechauns.
Exactly,
But also, there was an evil movie with leprechauns. You know what I mean? So like that leprechaun
The
movie,
Leprechaun?
the leprechaun. Yeah. So maybe she was like, I don't want him to see that and be like, why would my God create that? You know, something like that. So like,
if you're a Penn State fan, maybe.
yeah, no, but like I understand. Like if however you want to raise your kids,
Yeah.
like don't like expect them to like. But
you got
it's such a
public-
weird holiday to ruin for everybody else.
That's what I'm saying. If you have these standards, you tell the kid,
Yeah.
this is what we believe. Everyone else doesn't believe what we believe. So here's
Right.
what you're gonna do. Like I was not allowed to talk about the fact that I didn't think that Santa was real.
Hey,
I don't know who's watching this.
Still can't.
Do you know what I mean? And so I would like, but they told me that. So then
Right.
I was never like saying that in school
Right.
or anything.
I mean, she's the asshole. Yeah. Just
Totally.
it's a weird holiday to dig your heels
You're
into.
wrong.
What do you think?
Weird.
Asshole.
Yeah,
Alana?
asshole.
Don't love it.
All right.
Okay. This is going to get progressively weirder.
Let's do it.
I love this.
Bring
Okay.
it on.
I love this. And also, I love this for all of you out there.
Yeah.
Just so you know, this is going to get progressively weirder.
Okay, we're reading a story. Let's go. You guys are lucky I don't know where the cameras are. I would get up and do my
Well, I
Irish
can
dance.
only play it on my camera because it's hooked up to my.
Okay.
Could you imagine having like a broken heart to that music and like trying to be like sitting at a bar sad and that's you'd be like, yeah, over it.
All right, here's our options. These are both relationship advice.
All right.
Sort of. Okay, sorry. First option. My wife returned from a work retreat with a hickey.
What?
She swears it's a bug bite, but I'm not convinced. Or
Wow.
my husband had a thing for a dog, and now I'm rethinking him as a person.
No, I don't.
No, yes, no, absolutely.
We got to.
Cheers
Let's do the dog
Cheers.
one.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah, cheers.
to the dogs.
Cheers to the dogs.
Snowy.
To the dogs.
Snowy.
Stowy.
To the dogs.
I'm seeing you a little different right now, girl.
In the eyes of the angel.
Oh, she loves that song. Okay.
She knows.
All right, so this
rescued
is
you.
relationship advice. And she says, my husband had a thing for a dog. And now I'm rethinking him as a person. So 3 weeks ago, my husband and I'm 28 female and he's 29 male, went out to a bar.
How old is he in dog years?
Someone else do the math.
That's a lot.
When we got there, we happened to run into one of his middle school friends. That's a
Fido.
weird sentence.
Yeah, who has friends from middle school?
Fido, it was
Yeah,
Benji.
we should not interrupt them this much because we have been drinking. So.
Who
Okay.
introduces
This
someone
one's really
as
short though.
Yeah,
Okay.
fine.
We got to talking and his friend was sharing all these stories about when they were in middle school together. Like the one time his friend walked into the wrong restroom by mistake and he was made
I love how he's like that. He's comparing that. He's like, you walked into the wrong restroom and you fingered that chihuahua.
he said he was made fun of for a year. And then the one time my husband asked a girl out and it made him hard. And after a few more embarrassing and funny stories, his friend, who we'll call Jeff, says, hey, remember that thing with the dog? I think you can see where this is going.
No.
You're not going to believe this. I can't see where this is going. I'm pretty creative.
Yeah, that didn't set me down a path.
No.
My husband breaks down laughing, and I was really confused. And I said, what dog? And then Jeff
He
explained
starts crying.
Yeah. The one
That
that
it-
got away.
that in sixth grade, my husband was or is or whatever. The terminology is zoophilia. He was sexually interested
Ew.
in a dog
This got weird.
when he was in middle school. Okay.
Wait,
the dog's
what?
name was Champion.
Okay.
He did not do anything. This is not a what I looked it up before we got it. The word is
Gross.
bestiality.
I think it's gross.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bestiality means sex with an
Right.
animal.
So
Yeah.
he
This
did not
one means interest. In an
interested or sexually
Yeah, I love how there's
aroused.
two different words.
Yeah, I know.
I know. What is wrong with our
I wanna-
whole
I'm
human
into
race?
them, but I don't want to act on it. What- can
Okay,
I
so-
I need a word.
Yeah, I need
He
a word.
said he didn't act on anything, but after he played with this dog every time, he got a boner. And so him and his friend were kind of shocked about it a while, but then they thought it was funny. And my husband just kept always taking pictures of this dog. 3 months later, in this situation, not like 3 months after she heard
So
this.
in sixth grade, 3 months.
He attempted to
Been dog
kidnap
years. That's
the
like
dog.
21 months.
Yeah, that's fair.
21 months later, he attempted to kidnap the dog. And thankfully, Jeff's father, who was the owner of the dog, caught him. She said, is it weird that I'm reconsidering my marriage, even
Yes.
though this hasn't
No.
really been a problem in decades? My whole view of my husband has changed. Am I overreacting to my husband's middle school issues?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so
at
either.
all.
I think
Not
your
at
husband
all.
was meant to be a furry.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, yes. There's a whole situation for him.
I feel like that's probably
Wow.
where that's probably how it starts, right?
Hey, look,
Like,
I'll be honest. I think we all went through a dog phase.
Alana, what do you think?
Estoey brings me a treat.
I so he brings you a
Hey
treat.
guys, give me the room.
Pretty
Wow.
freaked out.
Yeah.
It's
Didn't know
weird.
that was the thing.
I did not know that was a thing either. I did not know zoophilia was a thing. Like,
I had to
that's
look it up.
That's a wild, because
I'll
I
be-
think like every kid loves dogs, but he
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna make this my
It
thing.
made him like turned on.
Had I petted a dog and it gave me a boner, I would not pet a dog again for a long time.
At least a day.
Like when I was 12, like I would be like, let me see if that's always going to happen. Let me circle back to that. Oh, yeah, there it is again. And again.
Maybe I'm a cat guy. Maybe
Yeah.
That's wild.
what?
Should she leave her husband?
Yeah, that's weird. Like,
But what if saying like, okay, I heard this about him later in life.
Yeah.
Although not that much later. He's in his 20s.
Middle school to 28. I mean,
Enough. I mean, I've never been a teenage male. So what I was assuming was that like maybe it wasn't actually the way that she perceived it. Maybe he was like, again, from what I've heard about teenage males, that they get aroused easily in
That's
for sure.
puberty.
That's a great
sure.
point.
And so
Kendall.
maybe he was just confused.
Confused is a good word. Yeah.
And it's not a thing that he's like actively seeking
Pursuing,
out
yeah,
clearly.
he's
No, that's a great point. I will say this. At that age, every single thing can give you a boner.
That's
Doesn't
what I
matter.
was thinking.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
The fact that they talked about kidnapping that dog,
That
the
is-
fact
made it
that-
seem like more of a
that's-
joke to me.
Okay.
That seemed like more of a joke to you?
Yeah,
Like
that they
the-
were going to kidnap
No,
that
he
dog.
tried to kidnap him, but the owner stopped him.
But the
Yeah,
owner
but
was
I-
his friend's dad.
was his
it
friend's
said.
dad. That's what I mean. That made it sound like, oh, this probably was more jokey than.
I mean, there's no,
Update?
no, there's clearly no update. But there's also like the original poster didn't post, and people are just, I wish I never read this. Is
Yeah,
really
oh,
what all the comments are saying.
100%. That is the
Yeah.
first thought you have.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that would have been better never hearing that story.
But like I said, my head went to like, okay, from what you've told me about what it is like to be a young teenage boy.
Yeah.
Things are insane.
The worst is like when you would like be in like math class and your teacher would be like, "Hey, can you come up here to the board?" And you're like, "I gotta."
No, you're right.
This random boner.
And it really is.
You gotta-
It is
Yeah,
cliched,
you
but
can't
it happened
control-
to every
you can't
guy.
control that. Like it's just like
Crazy.
when you're that age, like
Yeah.
it just happens. And
happens.
it's just a new thing, and you're like, that's why you do the tuck under the waistband.
It's crazy. Yeah, and then like you're like, how am I going to hide 10 inches? And it's like,
Probably in this dog. Full circle, not
Now
the asshole.
Lana's
You're not
divorcing
the
Daryl.
asshole.
Not the
You're
asshole.
not the
Get away.
asshole.
This is-
Get
get away
the
from him.
asshole.
He has a
Him.
very extreme kink.
It was
Get
relationship
away.
advice.
Okay,
Let him
yeah.
find
The
someone.
advice is get away from him. Get
Yeah.
Away from him.
Yeah.
I thought maybe, who knows? Actually,
Give us two more.
we need more information. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, these get increasingly more insane, but not
Oh
as good.
no!
Okay, here we go.
All right, give us two
Now
more.
we know. Now we know leprechauns are though.
Honestly, I don't even know which one is better. Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend to suck it up around my clown figures?
Hold on.
About your what?
Clown.
I love that. Might be
Clowns.
that's one of my favorite titles.
Wait, suck it up around clowns?
Like he's saying suck it up like
He has clown figures.
Oh,
in
he's
his house
clown
or
figurines.
something. Yes. Figurines might be a better- okay.
Yeah.
People have a visceral reaction to clowns.
Clowns. Yeah, same. Yeah.
or
Same.
or am I the asshole for sterilizing myself against my partner's wishes?
Whoa.
I
I like clowns.
feel like the clowns again.
Clowns is fun and
unhinged clowns.
Yeah.
Let's do
Sterilization.
unhinged. That's a
topic.
heavy. That's heavy. That's heavy.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
Wait, what do we mean by sterilization?
like
got a
vasectomy.
vasectomy.
She
and
mean,
didn't-
well, it's
without
a
his
woman.
partner's wishes. Or
I used
she
to-
got a
Woman.
hysterectomy. Okay,
But
okay.
either way.
Same thing. Like
Yeah.
yeah. She got a hysterectomy without like she got her tubes tied. I guess would be
The cl-
Yeah, I've
the
never
cl-
heard that term of.
sterile. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that term, but
Yeah,
not
I could
referred
see
to
thinking
that.
it's something else. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, for
Whoa.
sure.
Okay.
The
All right. Let's do
the clowns is, and I cannot wait to have
And
a
Alana hates clowns, so this is a
so
great
this
story
is
for her
gonna
to
be
read.
amazing.
I worked with a guy that Schroeder. My
Wait, so
buddy
we're doing
Schroeder's
clowns?
Yeah, we're doing
crazy
clowns.
afraid of clowns. Like,
I mean,
Oh,
they're
really? Is
creepy.
he?
They're
like
creepy.
very afraid.
Clowns are
They're-
creepy.
they're
So we
definitely, yeah.
watch Ghost Hunters, and there's like an episode of like the Clown Motel,
Yeah, we've
And it's-
driven by that.
And we
Remember
have. It's
we
in
drove
Nevada.
by
It's in
that?
the middle of the desert in Nevada. It's
Yeah.
just this motel with clowns. It's only like $79 a night to stay there. But every room.
You
has,
guys
like,
stay there?
No. Every room has a bunch of clowns in it. We drove past like 3 a.m. I was like, should we stop? And
I was
she's
like, that's a
absolutely
clown
not.
motel from Ghost Adventures.
Yeah,
You
so
know, it's
she-
great because clown has also become like one of the more offensive terms to call. Like if someone called me a clown, like that
You'd be mad?
stays with me a little
Yeah.
bit.
Really?
They're like, you fucking clown. Like that one stays with you.
That,
You're
and
like,
we should.
"Ugh."
I should be fair. We should bring back Dork too.
Dork, yeah,
Dork.
dork hits hard. Yeah, clown though, man, it just makes me. I don't know.
Yeah,
Clown. So if I'm mad at you, I should call you a clown.
absolutely
To
should.
piss you off?
Yeah, absolutely should.
You,
Okay.
If you get to that level of anger,
Update next week.
Give it to us, Lon.
All right. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend to suck it up around
Drink.
my clown figurines?
Drink first.
Cheers first.
cheers.
Michael. Alana's the one we have to force. I mean, not force. God, I feel like we need a disclaimer at the bottom.
It's not the '90s, Kendall.
Convince. Convince.
All right.
Remind.
'90s force.
Are we ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Do it.
Me, 26 male, and my girlfriend, 24 female, have been dating for 2 years. Since we started dating, she has known that I love clowns. I have several porcelain clowns displayed around my house on walls,
I hate that.
hung from the ceiling on swings.
Be a lot worse if. Hey, I'll be honest. This would be a lot worse if this dude was single. We'd all be way more worried.
Yeah.
If he was like, "Hey, I'm single. This
I'm
is
into
what my
clowns."
place looks like."
Yeah. All right. Go
We'd
ahead.
be like,
And
"He's-
on shelves.
yeah,
I adore these weird little creatures.
same."
Well, last week I bought 2 Venetian masks from the thrift store, and they're in great condition.
He's very excited about them.
Yeah.
I got them for a decent price too. She hates them. She hates them. She said they're creepy and give her bad vibes, whatever that means.
Oh, is it
Bad
the one with
juju.
the no, they look like normal. They look like Mardi Gras masks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like
All right.
masquerades.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, not as
Yeah.
weird as I thought. I thought it
Okay.
was like the one with like the
Kind of sexy sometimes.
No.
Yeah.
In the right mode, like
Okay.
eyes wide shut stuff.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I told her that I would take down the mask when she's staying the night, but I'm not getting rid of them.
Yeah. That's fair.
She told me that was fine. Yesterday, she got up and told me that we needed to talk. She told me that she is sick of seeing my weird decorations and clown toys everywhere, that they're ugly and they creep her out.
Wow.
I understand that.
I asked her where this was all coming from because, in all caps,
Yeah.
she has never mentioned my clowns before. And she said,
That's a tough first conversation.
But they've been together for
2 years.
And she's been holding this in for 2 years.
In all caps.
Yeah.
She's never mentioned my clowns before.
Yeah. He's like turns into Happy Gilmore. You're gonna die, clown.
Thought we both loved the clowns.
she said me bringing those ugly fucking masks into our home was her last straw.
Smart.
And my obsession with clowns was charming before,
yeah.
Oh,
but now it's just disturbing. No.
No,
It was
probably
never
wasn't.
charming.
Probably wasn't.
But
It was
she knew.
tolerable because the
Yeah.
sex was good.
well,
Thank you.
that's a good point.
Thank you.
I told her that I would take down the mask when she was over, but 1, this isn't our home. 2, it's my apartment.
Oh, yeah.
And she's known about the clowns for years.
Yeah.
Fair.
And to try to stop me from decorating my place how I please is controlling. She told me either get rid of them or we're done.
Oh.
I told her to just suck it up while she's here. And if she can't, then I'll come to her place every week.
bring
She didn't
clowns.
like that answer and called me a child before leaving. I texted her to apologize for telling her to suck it up about the clowns, but she has not responded to me. So am I the asshole for telling her to
Am I
suck it
the
up?
asshole signed William Gacy Jr.?
Can I tell you? It was John.
John.
I
Gacy
I was like,
Jr.
who's William?
Can I
His
tell
brother.
you? Can I tell you right now
brother,
that every episode of Hoarders,
Oh.
at some point,
Yeah.
someone could have stopped them halfway through, and it would have just been the end of their like hoarding addiction. Right?
not true,
This
though.
this guy's starting to hoard clown shit.
Fair.
He's got him hanging from a ceiling. He's buying masks. He's excited. He's gonna buy more stuff. If she doesn't stop it now, it's gonna be way worse in like
Or
5 years.
but maybe it's going to be the greatest clown collection of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
she's
No,
stopping
I think that
greatness.
clown motel's like supposed to be the biggest collection of
Yeah.
clowns or something.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe this is
One
going
is
to
like,
be.
it can't be that big.
Yeah, it's-
We've seen the biggest one, Mike.
I'll
I
tell
don't-
you, I'll be
I don't
right-
know what you think.
I'll
but-
be honest with you. Like, I wouldn't be into it either. And if she's not into it and she was just being nice those first 2 years, she's got to say something now. And it's going to feel weird and it's going to feel awkward to say that
Yeah.
because you're going to hurt them emotionally because they're really attached to it. But if she doesn't say anything now, it's going to get way worse.
She's the asshole for dating a guy that likes clowns, knowing that and seeing it, and then not mentioning it.
I don't think there's a woman hot enough for me to be like, you can have all the clowns you want.
Agreed.
Like, Alana, if you were into clowns,
Agreed.
if I was into clowns, you wouldn't be with me.
No.
I like that girl was like okay with like 8 clowns.
Yeah.
But then when he brought those last 2 home, she's like, you
God
know what?
damn.
You know what? No.
I think he has more. By the way, I'm
Wait.
filling up. Go ahead. There's an update.
There's an update.
Oh, shit.
I wanted to clear up some things I saw in the comments. I had a small collection started by my grandparents when I was a baby.
Wait, she had a collection.
No,
Wait.
the guy.
Wait, the guy
oh.
wrote the letter to
Yes.
start.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I forgot that.
Yeah, I feel like you've been drinking.
Yeah,
You've
okay,
been
go ahead.
drinking.
Okay. That's where I got my first swing jester.
Swing jester.
The collection has grown in the last 2 years to expand to commons decor and not just dolls.
Oh, good. That's
Oh,
So
great.
like his
I like
whole
that motif
decor
much better,
is
yeah.
like-
There's clowns.
So I
everywhere.
see like clown curtains in my
Yeah.
head and stuff.
Shower
Wait till you
curtain.
guys, wait till you guys see how
Pillows.
I decorate the podcast.
I was
studio
into
next
that.
time.
He's got 7 signed copies of It.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna order 7,500 things with clowns off
I'll
Amazon
murder you.
just to put them all in your house.
For the update, she saw this post, she read the comments and called me today, and she was not too happy about being called the asshole, but she apologized for being controlling. Turns out she wanted to see if I'd get rid of my collection if it meant keeping her. She really did hate the Venetian masks and didn't like that they were hanging above my bed.
Oh, yeah, no.
I thought he just meant in his house. I
What
didn't
is
know above
it?
his
So
bed.
it's just a clown mask?
Yeah,
no, the
it's like a
Vene-
masquerade
no,
mask.
it's
It's like a Mardi Gras mask,
Yeah, like a Mardi Gras
basically.
But for whatever reason, they bothered her.
Because they were hanging above her bed.
Well, yeah, now I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that makes sense.
So I told her that if it came down between her needing me to get rid of them, sell them for expenses, then I would of course do that. But I'm just not going to get rid of my collection because
on.
someone says so.
Sell them for expenses. He got them from a thrift store. And
I
he was
think
pumped that they were in good shape.
I know. Well, he does actually specifically say they were in
were-
excellent
Yeah.
condition.
So how
That's
much
where
are they
you're wrong.
worth?
I
You
know.
what I mean?
don't
Like,
know.
So she asked if we
What's a
could move
clown
on from
mask going
this.
for?
She asked if we could move on. I told her no. She laughed. We're officially broken up. On the bright side, I can fill my house with more clowns now.
Oh, that is a bright side.
That is a bright side.
There we go. That's where the honk is.
No, that's no. Yeah,
you do a honk
hey,
sound?
I'll
I
be
can't.
honest with you.
Oh, that's way better.
I feel like she
Oh, this
dodged
guy's
a,
freaking
she
weird.
dodged a bullet. Wait, go
Hold
ahead.
on. I
Was there
even
more?
found a music box one online that I might get.
I'm out.
Thank
Yep.
you, everyone, for helping me figure out that I wasn't in the wrong. And to those saying I'm a serial killer for owning clowns, I've read quite a few comments from people collecting dead things, so I think I'm in the clear.
Oh, that really cleared it up.
Look, to be fair, you can be into whatever you want to. You can't expect your partner to reciprocate that. And so if
Yeah.
she wanted out, she got out. And honestly, like, I feel like if my partner was into clowns, I probably wouldn't be into that.
We just met a couple that was into dog. Like one of
I
them
was
was
just
into
gonna
dog.
say that.
To be fair,
All
like,
of a sudden, clowns is like, well, that's not that bad.
to be fair, like
Human, right?
it's been 2 years. Like you should have known this before 2
That's what I'm
years.
saying.
Like that's kind of like unless she was really turning a blind eye to it.
I love the thought that she thought he might be going through a clown phase.
Yes, it is a
Oh man,
phase.
we've all been 24 before. We've all like, all
Alana,
like
how much
clowns.
do you hate clowns?
I really, really, really dislike them.
Like,
but
fearful
what I
of
do
them?
like, oh yeah, fearful. What I do like is clowning for Reputation Taylor's version.
Oh, look at
Well,
you
that's
guys.
a whole different story.
Wait, what does that mean?
You can, Mike.
So,
Mike,
we
it'll
don't
take
even
you
have
long to
the
explain.
time.
Yeah, well,
Okay. Well, so you're fearful of clowns? Have you had a bad experience?
Oh, I would not. Yeah,
I don't think I've had a bad experience.
I
They're
can
just
see why
really
people are
creepy.
unsettled by
yeah.
them. Yeah, for sure.
Super spooky.
Yeah, I feel like they've been made to be creepy at this point. You know,
Yeah.
especially like if you ever look at like the original Ronald McDonald, like it's bad.
It looks like, correcting
Terrifying.
Mike, John Wayne Gacy. It looks
Terrifying.
like he is a serial killer.
And
Yeah.
what's funny is like John Wayne Gacy did not do a lot for the clown community.
The worst part is like, what if he was like a really good clown? though?
He was no.
He really was, like,
literally.
sought after.
He was
He was
person,
hired.
He was person of the year in Waterloo, Iowa.
I saw the weirdest thing that never occurred to me before. That it was talking about like PBS in like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and that one guy was that the delivery guy was
Mr.
named
McFeely.
Mr. McFeely.
Oh, I met
And-
him
The mailman.
before.
Right,
yeah.
and he used to go to these schools and stuff. I'm like, what an awful name for a guy that was like
Yeah, that's-
involved with like
Absolutely,
little
yeah.
kids
I've thought about
and
that.
like hugging kids. Like
Didn't
his name
dawn
was
on me until you just said it.
Mr. Mc.
Yeah.
I'd never thought of it either. When I read it, I was like,
Yeah.
that's way different now than it was.
Yeah.
I saw him out recently, actually, at one of my
He's
accounts.
still. Oh,
Yeah.
he's still alive.
Him and his family, yeah.
Oh, that's
They were like, that's Mr. McFeely.
you know, you
How would you
recognize Mr.
recognize him?
I was
McFeely.
told that was was him. He's
Okay,
okay,
there we
there.
go.
I
There
will,
we go.
I will tell you, like,
That's
what
amazing.
what an amazing time in the world that
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers existed in. You know what I mean? Because like he
Yeah.
transformed television for children,
Totally.
and just in general. And he was just a good person. Like that dude now, like if Mr. Rogers
Yeah.
was posting on YouTube, he would just have so much hate.
Boring.
Under his
Yeah.
This guy sucks. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because the
It's
internet's
not
so
even a real-
toxic.
that's not
like,
even a real
he was
trolley.
Such a good. Yeah.
I
It's not a
loved
real
the
cat.
It wasn't
I
a
know
real trolley.
cats.
It wasn't a
cat.
trolley. Yeah, that wasn't a trolley.
I
know
think
that.
Miss Rachel's probably the best equivalent.
Oh,
of
that's
him
fair.
Right now.
That's fair.
Like she does the good thing for the kids and
God, I love Mr. Rogers.
Is
He
that
was
one
the
of those
best.
court shows?
and Pittsburgh.
No. Mr. Rogers was the best.
Obviously, our children are full-grown adults, so Mike does not know what Miss Rachel is. But I know what Miss Rachel is because
I've
I have
heard of
friends
her,
with
yeah.
little kids.
Creepy.
Sounds like a domination.
I know what Bluey is.
It's not. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a kid thing right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what he was thinking.
No, that's Blowy.
Yeah,
That's
a
blowy.
different blowy
We
for
should
Derek.
make a parody to Bluey called Blowy.
I'm sure it's already done.
Yeah, you're right.
Are we
It's
ready
probably
for
that
another
guy,
one?
From that guy that's in a dog.
Hello, sharks.
Sure.
Oh God. Okay.
And we're so sorry about this episode. We're
No,
just having
I think
fun.
people love it. I think
I
people
hope.
love it. Okay.
Is this our fourth one?
Yeah.
Already? Yeah.
We're flying through it.
Do we do
Okay.
a shot?
We
Wait, didn't do
on
it.
a second. As soon as
Oh, that's what we picked.
as soon as we do the title. Okay. Am I the asshole for not telling a grown woman the dress code for a barbecue? Or
Flip flops and sand.
Yeah.
Like flip flops and jean shorts.
or
There was one.
this says not safe for work, which I know Derek will be really happy about.
I am really happy about it.
I don't think it's that bad, but either way, it says not safe for work. Am I the asshole for not allowing my girlfriend's friends to sleep in our bed? Yeah, go for
Do
it.
that.
Go for it.
You went?
Yes.
Would you, Mike? If Kendall had friends, would you let them sleep in your bed?
Wait,
Many a time they
we'll get there. We
Oh,
have.
that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Not in the
Kendall
way
wasn't.
you're thinking. But
Kendall wasn't there.
Yeah, Kendall wasn't even home. All right, let's do that one. And it's a not safe for work story?
It's not safe for work.
Hey, if you're here right now, this is our final story of the episode. Thank you for sticking through us with St. Patrick's Day. We appreciate you. We're about to enter a not safe for work portion of the internet, which means if you're listening to this at work, you have two options. You can either turn this podcast off until your drive home, or you can quit your job, stop letting the man keep you down,
Yeah.
and listen to this story because we're about to enter a not safe for work portion of the internet. And because it's our St. Patrick's Day episode, we have to play this song too.
Go.
You did pay the band. God, that's happy music.
It absolutely is.
All right, Kendall, give us the story.
Can you pause it
Yeah, I can pause it.
just for one
Yep,
second? I
I'm
can't
pausing it. I'm not cutting this. We're back. Kendall, read us the headline again.
Okay. Am I the asshole for not allowing my girlfriend's friends to sleep in our bed? My girlfriend is female 34 and I am male 35 and we live together.
Okay.
We are renting a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. Wait, we didn't take a drink.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh. Cheers.
Did you just play the guitar?
I know.
You
Not
did.
intentionally. Not intentionally.
Mike, did you bring the guitar?
I don't think I did.
Cheers.
What did you hit?
I hit this.
Oh.
Okay.
a good
One
sound.
room is for our guests, as we often have friends come around and stay, so they can sleep over if they want. Although it's just one queen bed. And we're not married yet. We're planning to get married sometime this year or next.
And there's usually 2 queens in it.
I'm a big believer that our room, where my girlfriend and I sleep, is our sacred space.
I
Same.
believe that. Yeah.
Totally fine.
Yeah.
This
It doesn't feel weird. Like
We
if
do
you
not
show
believe
somebody
that.
like your house, like if someone comes over to your house for the first time, you give them the tour, it does feel weird showing them your bedroom, like your personal bedroom.
Ours
I think
doesn't,
our
but we
house
can
is
talk
like
about
set
why.
up differently.
Yeah.
So our house, we hang out in our house like it's our living room.
Because it's
our bedroom.
Our
Like,
bedroom
people
is
hang out in
so
our bedroom
big.
all
We have
the
a couch
time.
in there.
Yeah.
With a table. Like it's like weirdly shaped and gigantic.
No, but I think like for ours, like I feel weird like showing people it.
I
Like,
This
understand.
is
just, like,
our
it's-
bedroom.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it is some houses you're in, you're like, this is weird. We're in their bedroom.
Yeah, I'm in their master
Yeah,
bedroom.
like it's like off the beaten path. Ours, I think it's on top of the steps. It's just, I don't know. We have we just spend so much time in there. Like people are in there all the time.
Yeah. That's gonna seem
That's weird.
Okay. So
I don't even know some of them.
okay, so he says, I never let any of my friends even come into our room, let alone sleep in our bed. It is our personal space. Like I said, sacred. It's where all my stuff is. It's where we fuck.
Whoa.
Obviously.
Whoa, that's why it's not safe for work. That's why it's not
he
safe
said.
for work.
It's where we.
There are a few instances where our friends did enter our room, but they've never slept on our bed. So currently, I'm outstation. I don't know what that means. I think military, maybe like he's not in town.
Yeah.
Okay. And my girlfriend was having her friends come over for a sleepover. They're all females, and I know them too. The thing is, our place is small. Like I said, we only have the 2 queen beds, and there's a small couch in the living room. And he's very excited about this. We do have some extra comforters and pillows where sometimes when more than 3 friends are sleeping over, we can let them sleep in the living room. And of course, 2 or 3 friends can sleep on the queen bed in the guest room.
That's amazing.
2 or 3 friends can sleep in a queen bed in the guest room?
That's what I said.
Wait, a queen bed and a pool? Wait.
No.
Oh, just a queen bed.
Just the queen bed.
Okay.
They have a normal couch in the living room. They have a queen bed in their guest room, and he thinks that 2 or 3 people could sleep there comfortably, which I think is weird.
Yeah. 2 people for sure in a queen bed.
2 people,
Sure.
sure.
3 if you get
people.
along good.
Like, 3's a different story. Okay.
Yeah, 3's like Lincoln Logs.
Tonight, my girlfriend calls me and she says she wants to have her female friends all sleep over and the 1 female friend sleep in our bed.
Wait,
And I'd be like, no, he's outstation.
He's outstation?
Yeah,
Not there.
I would be like,
okay.
put a ring camera in our bed.
Yeah, no
Exactly.
kidding.
The other 3 girls are all sleeping in the guest room. He said I could compromise by letting her friend sleep on the floor in our bedroom.
Wait, he's not there and he
No,
won't
he's-
let her sleep on the bed?
He's not there.
Oh, my God.
He does not want his,
Because it's sacred.
because it's sacred. He said I can compromise by letting her sleep on the floor with blankets and everything, of course.
Yeah, of course. Like, I'm going to put some straw down.
But
Yeah.
not on our actual bed. I mean, there's a couch in the living room. And she flipped out on me. And her friend even asked her if I'm comfortable with it. And I said, no, it's my space. It's my bed. I sleep naked. I don't want other people to get into my safe space.
You can wash the sheets, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So am I the asshole for not letting a female friend sleep in my bed with my girlfriend?
That's crazy.
My girlfriend says this is like a waste of a perfectly good bed, and I'm not even there. And I don't know why, but it makes me uncomfortable.
Watch your face, Lon.
I'm just like,
I know, because you're like a germ person.
I know.
Yeah, you're a
I'm
germ
That's
curious
why I'm
though.
like-
What is
Yeah.
your actual reaction? Go.
I don't want anyone sleeping in my bed.
Okay, that's
Hands
fair.
down,
That's fair. But
period.
listen.
understand that.
If I wasn't there,
But that's
and-
just
and-
like
I know.
from my like, I'm like a germaphobe.
I get it. But if I wasn't there and you were like, "Hey, Margot's sleeping over. She's gonna sleep in our bed." I wouldn't
Yeah,
even
she
care. I wouldn't even
really-
think twice. I wouldn't even think. I'd be like, "Yeah, let her sleep.
If
Just
she
flip my
really
pillow over."
needed to.
What do you mean? So I'm just saying, and I'm not saying that like if it's just like me and one friend, I'm not saying I would immediately be like, oh, come sleep in the bed.
Yeah.
But if there was like, I have events at my house, I have a lot of people sleep over. we have a king size bed.
Yeah.
I
So
have
do we.
had friends sleep in the bed next to me.
I slept in the same bed as my friends before.
Yeah.
Plenty of times.
What about Jillian? Like, if Jillian came here and she's like, "Alana, she slept with you the night before our wedding."
I know. She got scared because that house was haunted.
Yeah, she slept with. So like,
that house was definitely haunted.
it definitely was. So what I'm saying is like, if she was here and she'd be like, I don't like, I'm scared. Like, you would let her get in
Yeah.
our
Like,
bed.
what are you hanging
if
out
it's
watching a movie?
absolutely needed,
Yeah.
yeah. But as soon as she leaves,
Yeah, I
I'm
don't-
washing the
I wouldn't
sheets.
even,
But there's
that wouldn't
nothing
even
wrong with
slightly
that.
bother
I know.
me. Yeah.
That's what I'm
Not at
saying.
all,
There's
yeah.
nothing wrong with you.
And
Yes.
I do sleep naked.
So do
Hello.
I. High five.
I have to.
Same.
But either way, my point is, I don't know. I think he's a little bit extreme.
A little
You
bit,
can
yeah.
wash the sheets. I understand it. If he was there, he would have, of course, an argument.
Now,
I wouldn't
to
care.
be fair,
Well, I know you wouldn't care. About
to be fair, I wouldn't want one of my friends to sleep
Hell
in
no.
my bed.
Not what I've seen from your
boys
friends.
are gross.
I have a guest bed.
friends are-
That's where you
Yeah,
run.
boys are
Or
gross.
the parking lot.
Boys are gross. Girls are completely different.
it's 100%.
I don't.
It
It,
just seems
doesn't.
so much
it
more
wouldn't bother me
innocent.
if anyone slept in our bed. I don't know.
We-
If anyone slept in our
Yeah,
bed, it
like
wouldn't
we
bother
have
me.
had our
wouldn't
really
care.
good, our best friend Kane, who now lives in
Yeah,
San
for
Diego.
sure. Yeah, right.
Boo. Like we would have like a movie night and we'd all be hanging out and drinking. And it's like Mike, me, Kane, and we're all watching TV in our room and having
Right.
fun hanging out. And then we all fall asleep. Like that's one thing. But also, if somebody else was staying over with me and like hanging out, and I had a bunch of people there, like, and there's a space. I'm not gonna force somebody to sleep on the floor.
Right? No, yeah,
Yeah,
on the
I
floor is
wouldn't
wild.
force
Yeah, the
That's
floor is
crazy.
wild. Yeah, I don't
Floor.
think there's anything wrong with what you're saying. Like, I
Yeah.
think like he is the asshole for like getting mad about it.
Yeah,
for
not
sure.
he's not even home. Like, why does
Right,
he?
that's what I'm saying.
She should have just said okay, and then just. let her
I
sleep.
can't
Right.
believe she even told him.
Right, 100%.
Well,
Because
as soon
that's
as
not even
she
something
did, and
you
he
think bring
reacted
up.
that way. She probably was like, "No, okay,"
Yeah.
and then she just slept in the bed.
100%.
There's no way you tell your friend like, "Hey, you're gonna have to sleep on the floor." My
Yeah,
my
right.
husband.
Mike's
Yeah.
really upset
This
about
is
it.
a sacred space for us.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
For what we did in here last night.
yeah.
Like, why is the floor better in the bedroom?
I can't
Yeah.
even imagine a situation where like I would want your friend to sleep on the floor
No, like if
versus
you
a guest
needed
bed.
to sleep in the bed,
Exactly.
That's fine.
100%. Yeah.
Kendall has so many germs on her though.
Yeah, I might ask you to shower first.
I mean, I'd be okay with that. I don't
Wait.
think I'm germy, but I know that Alana has issues.
Wait.
I don't get in bed unless I shower.
But wait, then you both would shower and then sleep naked together? Well, I
That's
think we know how
another
this
podcast.
night's
Yeah,
ending.
that's a different
Hey,
podcast.
I'm too
Yo.
drunk to drive home.
Mike's like, this is not what I wanted. I didn't
Yeah.
want to sleep in a bed with you, Derek.
lost
And
the
I'm like,
keys.
did you shower? And,
Don't worry about
and
it.
speaking of showering, I would love to shower you with our love and affection. Because if you've made it this long, we apologize for this episode. But this is our St. Patrick's Day episode. So hopefully you were able to enjoy a drink with us. I should have said at the beginning, if you're listening to this podcast, you should be enjoying a drink with us because
we
it's
edit
going to
that
get
in?
off the rails a little bit and we're going to have a little bit of fun. Good luck editing these reels this week because none of it's going to make sense. But listen, thank you so much for being here. Please rate, review, and subscribe anywhere podcasts are available because we appreciate you because we have been Bad Potato Salad.
And what?
You've been served some tequila.
Ooh.
I would have said something Irish. Baileys.
Oh, yeah. You've been served some Baileys.
All right, bye.